Magandang buhay, mga kababayan kong Pilipino. Ang ating pumpaksa ngayon ay bits and pieces of the political landscape and the recent relief of General Nicolas Torre vis-a-vis doon po sa mga nangyayari sa ICC. If you have seen before yung aking mga upload, may mga point of views po ako that this may not be true, but based on the research and the statements of the people na nagsabi or convey ng mga statements, ay ito po ang mga points na na-highlight ko. When Secretary John Vic Rimulya was asked ano ang mangyayari kay Nicolas Torre III na nirelieve siya, kung madidemote ba or magbibitaw na ng serbisyo. The answer of John Vic Rimulya was he can stay or he can retire. Now, follow-up question po, what will happen? Kasi kung magstay siya, naka 4-star general siya, at ang PNP chief ngayon ay 3-star general, at hindi pwedeng kunin ang 4-star general na concurrent, merong pareho. Wala pa sa tradisyon ng ating bansa na ganon. So, will he create a 5-star general, ibibigay kay Torre na naka-floating, or mag-recreate ba ng bagong 5-star general for the PNP chief? Pero walang ganon. Ang sagot ni Secretary Rimulya was that the NAPOLCOM August body will have to study on the possible action that will ensue should Nicolas Torre will decide to stay. So, forward po tayo doon sa aking inisip, kasi noong makita ko na may bagong PNP chief, yun po ay aking ni-research kung taga saan at kung ano ang mga possible na kung totoo man na nag-violate or may abuse of discretion, ano kaya ang senaryo kung ako yung magiging PNP chief at ako'y taga Ilocos. So, I found out that si General Jose ay Nartitas ay taga Ilocos Sur, and therefore kung taga Ilocos Sur ka, sino ba ang unifying or solid person na nag-lead ng Solid North? That would be Governor Chavit Singson. Now, what if tumawag si bagong PNP chief nang siya ay itatapon sa Western Mindanao? What if tumawag ako kay Governor Chavit Singson? Or ako'y tumawag kay Senator Ping Lacson kasi ka-brother ko siya sa PMA year. 'Di ba? Na graduate. So, this could be the possible things that would happen kung ako ay unfairly being treated at itatapon ako just because my superior is hindi aligned sa kanya or na-insecure ang boss ko sa akin. So, maghahanap ako, kasi kung ako'y performer, maghahanap talaga ako ng paraan na bakit ako ginaganito na hindi ko man din usurp ang kanyang throne. So, narinig natin po mula sa bibig, no less than Senator Amy Marcos, na sinabi niya, oy, meron sumbong at ayusin nyo yan kasi mag-create yan ng hindi magandang pangyayari sa loob ng PNP. And I was right in my analysis, kaya lang hindi ko naisip na maybe it could be Senator Amy na sinumbungan ni bagong PNP chief. So, totoo pala talaga yung aking naisip na pwedeng maging ganun eh. Kasi ako, naging director din ako ng government na yung political beckering inside, kailangan meron ka talagang, bukod sa mataas ang integrity mo, meron ka talagang mga influence na pwede mong tawagin in types na mga ganito. Next, ang sunod ko na iniisip ay, ano kaya ang gagawin ng Malacanang kung meron man? Kasi yun, napaka-suspect po yung order for Nicolas Torre to submit or surrender all the documents under him. So if naalala nyo, working back na si Nicolas Torre ay nagyayabang na yung case build-up niya kay Tatay Digong was way back May 2024, at yung ilang pages na evaluation na yon bago siya dinampot ay siya talaga ang naghawak nun. And if you are following all the things that is happening, sinubmit po lahat ng documents at proceedings sa Senado ni Senator Amy Marcos kay Attorney Nicholas Kaufman sa ICC legal team leader ni Duterte ang lahat ng proceedings. So, could it be possible that because malapit na po ang ating ICC evaluation sa pre-trial, kung magpro-proceed ng trial ang ICC EJK complaint, ay nakita na ito ni Attorney Nicholas Kaufman, kasi he said he is very positive or 100% positive na ang fair and just resolution will be in the favor of Duterte's release. So, hindi ko alam kung interim release or release as in dismissal from the trial of the case. So, let us see. Ngayon, naalala nyo, both Remulla and Nicolas Torre had been asserting na group effort yan. And there was the greatest blunder or assertion from Nicolas Torre saying that ako na ang bahala, bigyan nyo lang ako ng eroplano at dadamputin ko yan. At kung pwede nga, hugutin ko siya kung ayaw niya na voluntarily mag-akyat doon sa eroplano, ay forcibly lift niya si Duterte. Now that the ICC is coming to a conclusion kung ano ang mangyayari after the evaluation, could it be na fall guy si Torre? Bakit hindi posible na ilipat siya sa NBI? Number one, ang NBI director po ay kailangan abogado. Hindi nga graduate lang ng law. So, he never had a postgraduate studies, I think. So, hindi siya qualified. Now, if the Marcos regime will create a commission on flood control investigation, again, magkakaroon ng cover up para hindi masaktan ng masyado. So, let us go back. Ano ba ang answer ni Nicolas Torre III? Sabi niya, for now, siya ay magli-leave. I-use niya ang lahat ng available na leave, including service leave. So, kung gagamit ka lahat ng service leave mo, that means it's a prelude to retirement. Tama ba? So, kung bibigyan ka immediately at talagang pinag-isipan niya, not because you're being censured for crossing the lines abay, siguro hindi ka kailangan mag-leave. Immediately after that, doon ini-integrate dapat sa order na yon na mayroong bagong PNP chief. Hindi yung afterthought na bibigyan ng mas malaking position. Hindi naman din siya pwedeng sa Secretary of Defense din kasi dapat may malaki kang understanding sa pag-defend ng ating country. So I don't know what kind of Carabao they will create in order to appease the wounded ego of this narcissist Nicolas Torre III. Now, kinakabahan tayo na baka gagawin na naman siya to create a new agenda para mabulabog na naman ang Duterte. Abay, let us just pray, wala na tayong magagawa kung ano namang kababalaghan. But maybe, just maybe, some of those who had been evaluating had said that ginawa na naman ito to cover up yung flood control at matabunan ng controversy. I don't know what will happen kasi considering that Senator Marcoleta is the one heading the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, I don't think this will die down a natural death. And lahat ng tao ay nanghihingi dahil 2026 budget call na. Ano ba ang nangyari sa 2025 na budget na April pa lang ubos na yung budget allocation? So, barely how many months more? September, October, November, December, 4 months and 2 years or 24 months or 28 months to go bago po may mangyaring magandang kababalaghan. But if and when this is true, that really Marcos Jr. is cleaning up, sana ay diretsuhin na niya at wag nang gumawa pa ng kung anong mga pagbibigay ng bagong case na mag-recreate na naman ng chaos sa ating already chaotic environment. So this is just a personal point of view. I hope you enjoyed the evaluation at salamat sa pakikinig to the last minute.